Hi guys, Katie here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going for another Let's Build and we're going super girly today. I had this idea ages ago and I really wanted to have a go at it, and I think it turned out really nice. So I've started with the border fence there, the green bushes that have got the little purple flowers in, which I really like. It's going to have a sort of cottagey feel. It was going to be a lot more cottage when I started, but I just couldn't get the roofs right, so it just ended up being super girly, super pretty. Yeah, and it's quite an interesting space as well. Get quite a lot in for the size of the home. It is definitely not a starter home because when I was furnishing it, sorry, got to put my teeth in today. When I was furnishing it, I just did not look at prices or anything, and obviously put the best of everything in. So yeah, that's when it kind of went up a little bit because the building itself isn't actually that big. My favourite bit's probably the balcony there that's going to come off the top floor because it is just really nice. So I started off with these roofs because I was going to curve them, as you see, and then have them hanging down like that. But what I didn't notice when I first did it is that I missed a back square off that didn't have any roof on, and then when I went back to fix it, it just didn't work with the curved roof at all. So as you can see, yeah, going completely girly. There we go. That's when I spot the corner. I was going to put a chimney on it, which just didn't look right. And yeah, no, see, nothing looked right. So I thought, okay, I'll just drag it across. But then it just didn't look right. Everything, the roof looks really low, which I wasn't happy with it, but I started putting the roof trim on, and it does stay there for a few minutes. But when I go and put in the windows, yeah, it comes straight out because it's just so low that you just can't do anything. You just can't put the windows in. So I had fun kind of working out the layout and what I was going to do down here. It was yeah, I was a bit confused there. But I think it worked out all right in the end. I decided not to put a bathroom in downstairs. I know it was a bit of a pain, obviously, if guests come over and things. But yeah, no, I just didn't want a bathroom downstairs. It just didn't work. I needed more living space, which I guess I could have done upstairs. And you could totally renovate it and move the back room that turns out to be the office upstairs, and then move it down, move the bathroom downstairs. But I really like the way I've set this up. So at the moment the windows are all fine until I put the roof back on, and then I'm just not happy. So some of you might think, oh, why are you using those windows? Why are you using those doors? This is a completely base game content only made house. Yeah, look, see, you just can't see out the windows. And they look ridiculous with the eaves pulled up. So yeah, they go. Yeah. And we just go for your nice standard little roof like that, which actually looks like a bajillion times better. So much better, much more pleased with that. Yeah. So yeah, this is a completely base game content made house, just because I think it makes it more accessible for people to download. This is already on the gallery and is available for download. It's taken me like a week to get around to editing this video and doing the voiceover that I'm doing now because I have a tiny one and she's rather noisy. So I have to kind of pick my opportunities. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna do I really love doing these big, massive, sort of country style flower beds. I have marked them out in the little fences just because I think that looks really nice, though I do change this later and I cover them up. But basically, I love doing this, you know, shove on, move objects, and you kind of just chuck everything in. And I kind of just play with the colours, see what works. and yeah, just pop a bit of everything in there. I think this is the only point in the entire build really, other than doors, when I was desperate for another game pack in here, just because the only really tall thin flowers that we've got are those sunflowers that I've just put in the base game. Whereas in the stuff packs and things like that, you end up getting like hollyhocks and stuff, which look really, really nice, and they do add a lot of colour. So I did layer the wildflowers quite a lot. If you layer up those wildflowers, it does end up looking really, really nice, especially if you alternate between just the dandelion looking ones and then the coloured ones. So yeah, so I put some really nice little flower beds out the front there, and then I did just green out the lawn a bit because it's kind of meant to look like quite a nice, perfect style house. And of course, what perfect little house would be complete without a little bench under a tree? You can sit and watch the world go by. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's all. I didn't do anything in the garden, out the back or anything, because I kind of had in my head that this would be sort of maybe a single girl living here, who's just kind of like, this is Daddy's little rich girl that's moved out into her own house that Daddy's bought, and she hasn't quite hired the landscape gardener yet. Plus, she did have a balcony, so I just sort of didn't feel the need to do too much outside. I spent a while trying to choose the wallpaper. I think I picked that one originally, and then I completely changed what I was doing. It's not all entirely pink. I did make the kitchen white with pink accessories. So, but if you don't like pink, this is definitely not the house for you, because not only is it pink on the outside, but it's about to get mega pink on the inside. So yeah, I did just change those kitchen ones to grey, because I do like pink and grey. I like grey anyway. I use quite a lot of grey in my house builds, and accessorise with yellow a lot of the time. But I am a really pink girl. I love pink. Not quite as much as this, although I would totally live in this house. But there's a lot of pink is about to go on right now. So yeah, and I'm just gonna light up the place, because I can't see anything. I was gonna put like, yeah, I can't remember if I keep these lights or not. The trouble with like lights like that is that they really start to annoy me, because they just feel like they get in the way. So, and I moved that door around the side there to make use of the fact that I'm missing. And for some reason, I did actually remember to put a handrail on. I'll tell you one thing I didn't remember though, and that was to put in an outside bin. So if you do decide to download this lot, you will just need to pop in an outside bin. I always forget either the handrail on the stairs or the indoor or outdoor bin. And I forgot the outdoor bin. In fact, I'm not even sure there's a mailbox. So yeah, oops on that one. So don't forget to add those in if you choose to download it. It's been downloaded quite a few times. I was really pleased about how much it had been downloaded already. If you're looking for my downloads at all, you can just search on the gallery. You can search for Simmer Down Katie, or search the hashtag Simmer Down Katie. I hashtag all my work. It's all on there, and you'll get my builds. And obviously, if you want to follow me on there as well, I would not be opposed to that. So yeah, so this is the kitchen. So it's not mega pink. This is the one space in the whole house that's not mega pink, just accented with pink. I thought I needed something on the walls here. Again, another annoying thing about only using base game content is the lack of decoration. But I did just find that little sort of cabinet dresser thing with all the dishes in, which I thought really worked with the girliness of the house. Not too many accessories in here, and it's trying to find shades of pink that work together as well. But I think they did. I changed my mind up here because they just didn't look right at all, those paintings. So I do actually take them down. I was going to blow up this clock because I thought, oh, okay, let's do a feature piece of a clock. And then I suddenly remembered, oh yeah, I know what we've got. And I was actually looking for the knife rack and the herb rack, which obviously aren't in the base game pack. But I did find the pots and pans, so I thought they worked really nice. Love this chair, and I do get the sofa in a minute to go with it. Really, really like the shade of dusky pink. I think it's really, really cute. And I would, again, totally have that in my house. And I have a favourite plant. I have a favourite pot plant that I use in the game all the time. And because I've turned off everything but base game, it's not there. So it's good though, because it's forcing me to be more creative with like less things. Because let's face it, you know, if you have every game pack, every stuff pack, everything else, you know, it becomes a lot easier to accessorize and furnish and things because you've just got so many options. So you can just go in, make everything exactly as you want. Whereas this way, you know, I'm missing my favorite lamp as well. So this way, it is definitely forcing me to be a bit more creative, which is good. And there's the sofa going in. We only need a little two-seater because, you know, this is like a single girl, maybe a couple. You know, maybe sisters or something sharing, you never know. I do actually keep those ceiling lights. I didn't know if I did or not, but I think they're better than using the spotlights sometimes, unless you obviously go into gameplay and change it, just because the spotlights can be really stark, really harsh. So I wasn't sure what to put in the corner here. I was going to go for another little end table or something. None of them looked right. And then I thought, well, they're going to have hobbies. So I brought out the pink bunny guitar, because who wouldn't want a pink bunny guitar? I was kind of hoping they'd have a pink easel. They didn't. Never mind. That one looks okay. So again, yeah, it was trying to find like pieces of art that worked. Obviously it needed to be white framed, but I just didn't think the harsh green of the sim symbol worked, so ended up going with something softer. So this backspace, originally I was going to make it a bathroom. This is what I'm saying, you could swap this with the bathroom upstairs if you wanted to and open up upstairs completely, but this is actually a little office nook, because I thought, you know, she might be a blogger or a vlogger, and she might be trying the new freelancer careers, which, by the way, I absolutely love, except when you're doing the writing one and you're making the edits to the book and suddenly someone pops up telling you to just scrap the book completely because it's totally pants and you have to start the book again. Do they not realise how long it takes to write a book in Sims? Apparently not. So yeah, I've got my own like game that I'm playing at the moment and trying out the freelancer careers, and it's just like, are you kidding me? I've just spent like 6 sim hours writing a book and then another hour editing it for you, and you're scrapping it, really? But anyway, moving on. So up here, I didn't go totally pink. I started a little bit pink heavy. We do go for a slight lilac there. Right, let me explain what that's going to be the bathroom in the corner there. And obviously it's got to be pink. Duh. I told you this, if you don't like pink, you know, step away from the video. So I built the house, as I've done with a couple recently, obviously thinking, hey, I know, I'll put a built-in wardrobe in. Oh yeah, it's not in the base game content. Okay, so that's why I kept the nook for it. But I kept the nook for it, but I didn't obviously put a built-in wardrobe in there because we don't have built-in wardrobes in the base game content. We have really naff wardrobes actually that, you know, look like they're made of MDF. So yeah, as you can see, I went a bit psycho pink at the beginning, which I wholeheartedly, yep, see, look, there's some more, wait for it, there's going to be another bit of psycho pink coming in. It's on its way, and I am, yeah, there we go. I'm fully open to admitting that it was too much, and it was pretty yuck. It was, yeah, not nice. So, but there's going to be a little bit more coming in, which is going to stay, and then the rest of it will go in just 2 secs. Again, accessorizing with grey, because I love accessorizing with grey. So, needed something up here, artwork that I hadn't used already. So I get these out, which obviously with everything else was a bit, I think this was the point when I realised possibly that it was a bit psycho pink. So we're going to go back and change everything, and we're going to recolour it all and just tone it down just 5 or 6 notches, just so that the only psycho pink in the room is actually those pictures. There we go, and it's much softer, and it kind of ties in the whole pink and purple together, and it's really nice, it's really feminine, and it's really cute and just nice and simple. So yeah, so hopping over into the bathroom. So it's not a huge bathroom. I would have liked to have put a bath in as well. It just wasn't going to happen with everything else. So, oh yeah, that's one thing I haven't done. Other than that room, other than the bathroom, I did not put curtains or blinds in anywhere. Primarily, I don't know why I bothered putting them in the bathroom. I think it's because it's onto the balcony. But I'm sorry, I don't like base game curtains and blinds. I think they're awful. So I just didn't put any in because I didn't want to ruin how pretty the room looked and everything. So yeah, that just didn't happen. But I did put one on there so you can't watch someone showering whilst you're sat on the balcony, if you happen to be doing that. But don't worry, because I did remember to put a toilet mat down, so you know, life's all good. So as I said, the balcony I think is possibly my favourite part, although to be fair, I'm pretty in love with most of the house actually. I just popped in a couple of little window boxes, not all the way around because I thought, well, they wouldn't be all the way around, but just out the front and the back and onto the balcony. They just kind of finished it off. Didn't know what to do out here. I didn't actually think she'd be the kind of girl who'd have a barbecue. I don't know why. She just didn't seem like that kind of girl. She probably wouldn't want to get the smoke in her clothes or in her hair or whatever. So obviously popped out a pink parasol, which I love. And then I kind of wanted to put some like big blooms and things out on the balcony, but even that one I've just put down, nothing was scaling right. Nothing was really big enough. This I just couldn't place. I think I probably tried to place this for longer than I should. It just didn't want to go there. I have no idea why, but I try it from every which way angle. Nothing wanted to go on there. And in a moment, I do just think, right, yeah, no, had enough. Let's put in some giant bushes. And I scale them down slightly. But to be fair, I actually like that. I think it looks nice. It's not too much colour. It's a bit of green, which works. And here's where I randomly decided, you know what, actually, I don't want those little white borders. I want it slightly more cottagey feel. So I just edged them out in the stones, just rotating them around so they don't overhang, but you know, they cover the, I could have obviously taken the white border out, but it was quite a nice guideline for me to follow. Yeah, and I thought that looked a bit better. I thought it edged it nicer. Yeah, it was a bit more natural, I think. Yeah, just double checking everything, and that's it. And we're about to go into the screenshots. I did play with the lighting. I just zoomed in so you could see that there. Like I said, I love this house. This is available on the gallery for you to download. Just look up Simmer Down Katie or hashtag Simmer Down Katie. All of my builds are hashtagged that way. And of course, if you like it, then do give it a heart. And obviously feel free to download if you make any changes or anything. Do let me know. I would love to see them. By all means, hashtag Simmer Down Katie, add it to your work, and I will be happy to take a look. This is what it looks like at night. So thanks so much for joining me, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.